All right. So, like I said earlier, Mr. Emmanuel said he wants to finish up some activities in his pharmacy to join by 3:30. Same as Freshmore Logistics. But Mr. Omo, that's Omoluabi, he had. Okay, I'm going to discuss Omoluabi after the class. He said he has his senior brother had an accident and he's
Oh
taking
wow.
them for
Oh wow.
options. Yeah, he had something very serious and it derailed him, so it's like an emergency.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the update on the other two students. I mean, three students I can give for now.
Okay. All right. Uh, I agree with you and every other person in the class that the person who had accident will have a quick recovery. It will not lead to death. I will come back to rejoice at the end of the day in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so let's get the ball rolling. This is our third class, like our coordinator had said, and we are moving on and we are building, up to the zenith of this class. We started with introduction 3 weeks ago, and then we are going on and going on and going on. And every lecture is important because every lecture is a contributor to the next lecture. And the current lecture will have to take something from the previous lecture. That is why it is very important to be available. And if you're not available, to have gone through the previous lecture so that you won't be a stranger to the current lecture. So I urge Leo Albert Arenizo to, if he has not done so, to please go through the previous lectures so that we can all build together, go together, run together as a team. All right. So today we are going to dwell on understanding courier operations. Understand courier operations. We have been talking about courier right from the beginning of this lecture, this class. Because there is no way you can talk about logistics, without mentioning courier, because courier operation is a very significant part of logistics and supply chain solutions or supply chain management. And in our next class, we are going to be dealing deeper into the operations of courier itself. Operation in terms of sorting, picking, packing, delivery, and the rest of them like that. But this lecture is basically on understanding courier operations. And let's move on to the next slide. And our table of content is introduction, and under the introduction, we'll do learning objectives. Why are we here? What do we intend to learn? We need to set the objectives straight. If you don't get the objectives, we won't be able to know that we have achieved our aim at the end of the day. Then we talk about the meaning and scope of courier operations, the courier service provider, who is he or who are they, operational models in courier services. What are the models in courier operation? Then performance metrics in courier operations. How do you know that you are doing well as a courier manager? Or how does a courier person know that he's doing well? How does a CEO of a courier concern knows that his courier operation is running well? And then we draw the conclusion and then look at some study questions. This week we are going to have assignments which we must deliver later on. Okay, so learning objectives. We said number one is define courier operations and distinguish them from general logistics. Of course, courier operation is part of logistics and supply chain management, but we should be able to set aside what courier operation is and explain it vis-a-vis other aspects of courier and logistics management. Then, secondly, identify who a courier service provider is and what are his core functions. What are his core functions of a courier service provider? Then number three, understand the operational models of courier service. When you get into this thing and you are doing it as a professional or taking it up as a career, you are going to be involved in the models, and then the models will begin to play in your mind, that these are the things that I learned in the class. And probably you are already involved. Okay, you now begin to remember that, okay, so this thing we're doing is actually a model of courier service. This is more of academic, but of course, we are combining both academic and practice into this class. And that's what makes us unique. And then finally, we are going to understand the performance indicators of a courier operation. How do you know that a courier man is doing well? How do you know? How do you rate your courier personnel, your driver? How do you know that they are doing well? What are the parameters, the KPIs to know that they are doing well? So meaning and scope of courier operations. Courier operations are specialized logistics activities focused on the rapid, secure, and reliable transportation of small parcels, packages, and documents. I'm sure that is very easy to understand. It's self-explanatory. It's specialized logistics services, okay? There are certain things in supply chain management that you don't bring into play here, like we are housing, you don't bring that one here. Like transportation, even though there is transportation, but under courier, we call it distribution. It becomes distribution. But but outside of courier, you have transportation, and then warehousing, inventory, all those ones are not involved in courier operation. So all you do here is ensure that you deliver parcels, small parcels, packages, and documents, in a specialized manner. And following from previous discussions, you will know that we have always been mentioning speed, safety, track and trace, and POD. These are the core indices of a courier operation. So if your courier operation cannot achieve speed, you will lose volume to competition. If you cannot guarantee safety, same thing will happen. What about track and trace? You are not going to get more volume, you lose customers. And if there is no POD, that means you are just doing postal service. You see? So these four, speed, and you mustn't forget it. Speed, that is, you must be able to deliver at a fast pace. Okay, I wouldn't like to give you a courier package to go deliver for me in VI from Ikeja, and it's taking 3 days. Okay, it's no longer courier. It has turned to postal service. It's a postal service that you go drop your letter in a hole in a post office, and then it's only when the person calls you back that you know it has been delivered. So no POD there, but here there must be POD, there must be proof of delivery. That's what POD stands for. And then there must be safety. In other words, you must deliver the package the same way I gave it to you. The same way you received it from the consignee, or from consignor, is the same way you hand it over to the consignee, untouched, unopened, not tampered with, not damaged, not bending, and then track and trace. If you don't do track and trace in your courier service these days, you won't have the confidence of your customers. Your customers should be able to know where his package is from pickup to delivery. In fact, when the package is being delivered, you already know that, okay, my package will arrive in the next 2 minutes, or in the next 10 minutes. You shouldn't come and say, this package has arrived. No, you'll be able to see it on his phone, that the progress of the package. So these 4 things are key to courier operations. And then what is the scope? Domestic deliveries, international shipments, express services, expedited services, last mile delivery, and reverse logistics. These are the scopes of courier operation. Domestic means you are delivering within a locality, and your locality could be within a neighborhood. Your strength may be just to cover Ikeja alone. That may be your strength. And maybe you have only one bike, and you are delivering from a drugstore or a pharmaceutical concern or an eatery. You pick from Adeniyi Jones, then you drive down to Awolowo Road to go and deliver. Or you pick from Allen Junction, and then it goes right down to Opebi to go and deliver a drug that somebody ordered. So that is within a neighborhood. It's still domestic. And you may be delivering within Lagos State, it's still domestic. And if you are delivering the southwest part of Nigeria or southeast part of Nigeria, it's still domestic. Or if you extend it to the entire country, it is still domestic. So you can have various levels or strata of domestic deliveries. Then international delivery is when you cross the border of your country into another country. Last week, we mentioned that there are certain courier companies that are delivering in over 220 countries worldwide. Somebody is disturbing us there, please. We have some international courier companies that are actually delivering in over 220 countries. That's international shipments, international delivery. Then we have express. Express has to do with the time here. When you say something is express, that means you do it faster than the other. Some deliveries could take 3 days. Some could take 2 days. Some maybe 1 day. That is next day. Okay? So that is in the realm of service express. Then we have expedited services. Expedited services are services that are even more express than express. If I can use the word. More express than express. Example, for example, is same-day delivery. It's expedited. Same-day delivery. If you are picking in Abuja and you are delivering in Lagos, today, Saturday, it's expedited. But more expensive because of the speed that you are trying to gain. Then last mile delivery is that part of distribution that hands over the package to the consignee. That is the last mile. I told that there is first mile, that is second mile, and then there is last mile. So whoever is not around should please go back to the last note and learn those ones. Last mile is the one that handles the package to the customer or the consignee. And of course, reverse logistics is also key as part of the scope of courier. Reverse logistics is you deliver to and bring back response. Deliver to and bring back response. That's reverse logistics. For example, when I was in UPS and I was in the north, we had a contract with Charms. You know, Charms is an electronic company. They manufacture cards, debit cards, credit cards, and then they also maintain ATM machines for several companies, for several banks. They maintain ATM machines. You know, the moment an ATM machine breaks down, you know, an engineer, a Charm engineer is called to go quickly and maintain. So when I was in the north, I was covering the United States. I was supervising the United States of the Federation. And then we have small warehouses of spare parts of ATM machines. So the moment an ATM machine breaks down, I'm not supposed to use machine, but because I want you to know that it's machine, not the ATM card now. Okay, so ATM machine. When it breaks down, maybe in Bauchi, we have a warehouse in our office in Bauchi. So my dispatch rider, my courier will pick it from our own internal warehouse, that spare part that needs to be replaced on the ATM somewhere in a bank in Bauchi, and expeditedly deliver it to the engineer who is going to repair the ATM machine immediately, because we maintain the warehouse in all my offices in the north. Quickly deliver it and then bring the replaced part back to my office for reconciliation to Charms. So when you are dealing with parts delivery, spare parts delivery, you are in the realm of reverse logistics. You deliver the correct part to the replacement part, and then you bring back the replaced part back to the storehouse for reconciliation. So anywhere you deliver, you bring back is reverse logistics. A lot of money is involved in that, And then difference between postal service, of course, we know that, courier services emphasize speed, tracking, reliability, and value-added services, I would like someone in the class to describe briefly to us what postal service entail. Anyone? So that we know that we are on the same page. Postal service, because people rarely use the postal service these days. But is there anyone who have an idea of how they run, how they operate? Hello? Can we unmute and quickly attend to that? Let's try and make the class interactive.
Postal services.
Yes,
I don't know. I think postal services are like post office that send that I don't know if I'm right though. They
Yeah,
send
just
mail to people,
every
maybe
answer is correct.
letters and all that,
Every answer is
documents
correct,
that
Boluti
when you
said.
go to their office. What do you say, sir?
I said every answer is correct.
Okay.
So you are not wrong. You
That
cannot
they
be
are
wrong
like
here.
post office.
So we can only
You
guide
would
you,
go
yeah.
there, tell them, okay, this is what. Hello.
You are not audible. Can you come again?
Okay, I said postal services, they deals with helping people to their services, they render services to people, maybe send documents. I don't think postal services, they deal with large volume, maybe documents, small items, like they don't deal with big volumes. They deal with to my own understanding, that they deal with small quantities, maybe documents, letters, mails, and they do. So can you still hear me? I think my network is bad.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay,
That's
thank
what
you very much.
I'm sure I'm right.
Thank you, Boluti. Yeah, you have an idea. Postal service is run by post offices. Though our 9 posts of today is now doing more than postal service, but traditionally, postal service entails taking your letter or your parcel to the post office. And when you get to the post office, you go straight to the counter. They will look at your parcel or your letter. If it is 0.5 kg, they don't need to weigh it. They will just give you a stamp. You have fixed that stamp on the letter. And then you go to the postal hole, you drop it there. And if it is more than 0.5, they will weigh it on a scale. It's always on their desk at the counter. Once they weigh it, they will know the weight, and they will give you the appropriate postal stamp that you will have fixed. If it is, for example, 1 kg, they won't give you the stamp for a 0.5. They'll give you a stamp that is commensurate with the weight, which of course will be determined by the price on that postal stamp. They will give you, they will pay, and then you have fixed it, and then you go and drop it. In those days, when I was small, I used to think, when my dad asked me to go post a letter, I used to think that the moment you drop it in that hole, that letter will start running on the ground. Yeah, we start running, speed on the ground, and then go to where you send it to. Because I used to, it surprised me, how would this thing be done, until I grew up, and I never knew then that it's going to be my career, But at the end of the day, somebody will go in and pick and open the door to the box and pick it, and then they will start sorting and then delivery. For postal service, there is no tracking. You can't track your letter. It's when the person who receives it tells you that he has received your letter. That's the way. You can't track it. You can't guarantee speed, even reliability. Sometimes posted letters get missing that you can never even trace it again.
Okay.
And there's no value addition there. You can't call them and say, please, are you delivering my letter? Or some other service like that. Just go and post and go. You can also take your parcel there, more than it is small packages. They will collect from you, bill you for it, and then they will give you your way bill for that. So that is postal service. So you got it right, Bolutife. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on to the next item, the next slide. Next slide, please. Okay. We want to discuss the courier service provider. The individual, the service provider is the individual that is providing the service. A courier is a professional service provider whose job centers on pickup and delivery of packages. He works as a driver, a dispatch rider, or a worker. So the courier is a service provider. He is not just an Okada man or a van driver. He's providing service. And that is what differentiates him from ordinary driver or ordinary Okada man. I know so many Okada men, people that are not professionally trained, do this job today, but there is no way they can do it well. In the first class, I mentioned how someone sent a parcel to me, a document to me, from Benin to deliver to me here in Lagos. And when the driver got to Shagamu, he started shouting. He just died. I'm sure the person who sent the package to me gave him my number. So when he got to Shagamu, he started calling, hello, please, I'm on my way. If you don't, you must stay at the bus stop. If you don't stay at the bus stop, and I can go to, you come to the park, and I come and pick you to, you have to be there. I just waited. No greeting, nothing. I kept quiet. I didn't say anything. After a few hours, he called again. Hey, I'm calling you now. You didn't say anything. Hey, once I get there and I cannot see you, I'll just go. You are the one that will come out. I now called the person that again. I said, what kind of people are you giving my documents to? You can't even, they don't have courtesy. You don't know me from anywhere. You don't know my age. You don't know my whatever. And you are just talking like that. I said, well, later the guy told me, said, well, they are ordinary driver, touts, who grew from conductor to become driver. Why should I think that they will have manners? So I'm sure he now called the fellow. And then when he now got to the bottom where I was, and he saw me, he now said, sorry, sir, sorry, sir. But I said, look, young man, that car there is my car. I parked it there. That's my driver. And so when you talk to people on phone, you have never seen them before, you should add a little respect. We have never spoken in life. We have never said, and then you started shouting to me on phone. You should show some. That is because people always delay us in the park. We will not be waiting there in the bus stop, and they will delay us. And that's why at least you have greeted me to hear from me. He started saying sorry. A professional courier will not do that. A professional courier will get, before leaving the hub, will call you. Hello, sir. Am I speaking to Mr. So? I have a parcel for you coming from Courier Plus or United Parcel Service or DHL, and I'm heading to your house now. That is courtesy. You pre-call. And if it is going to be payment cash, COD, cash on delivery, that the person is going to pay you, please get ready 5,000 naira so that I can deliver the package to you. And then when the courier gets to the door, he presses the bell or knocks on the gate. And people will answer him from inside, and they will come outside to meet him. He doesn't go inside people's houses. It's against our profession. They will come out and meet you outside. If they say come in and say, no, my profession says I must deliver to you here. I have seen the house, I have seen the house number, and I can now deliver to you. Are you Mr. So-so? Do you have an identity? The things that we accept as identity for delivery, driver license, international passport, all the things that you use for your ID in the bank. Once you can provide it, and your name tallies with the name on the parcel, okay, you deliver, and the person will sign, and you go back to do your job. There's no shouting, no quarreling, no fighting anybody. So because you are a service provider, and then your job centers on pick up and delivery. That's all we do in courier service. Every other thing that we do supports pick up and delivery. So remove pick up and delivery from courier, there's nothing you are doing again. So your job centers on pick up and delivery of packages. And then you could be a driver or a dispatch rider or a worker, depending on what implements or equipment you are using to do your delivery. If it's a driver, that means you are driving a four-wheeler, a car, a bus, a truck. And if a dispatch rider, you are driving a two-wheeler, a bike, or a bicycle, a bike or a motorcycle or a bicycle. People deliver with three-wheelers now, okay? They are still part of the dispatch rider. Because dispatch in the sense that it is faster. It can maneuver through curves, through bends, through hold-ups, while the driver is stuck in hold-up. And then a worker is a foot courier. I'm sure you have heard that word before. A foot courier who goes on foot to deliver. There are certain areas that even taking a bike will constitute a huge problem, like Akpamo area, like Nnamdi Azikiwe area. In those days, in UPS, I also introduced it to Courier Plus when I was in the charge of operation. All we do is that we deploy about 3 people to Akpamo and Nnamdi Azikiwe area of Lagos Island. 3 foot couriers or workers. The driver will go and drop them. And then they will put their packages in a bag and slung it over their shoulder. And they will be moving from bank to bank on foot to deliver. Because the traffic there, I mean, human traffic there will not allow bikes to even move freely. That's why we use workers. So when you use workers or foot couriers, you're still doing your courier job. The person doing the job is also well kitted. He's in uniform from head to toe. So he's also doing the courier job. Let's move on to the next slide. Let's run through the basic qualities of a courier. The basic qualities of a courier. These are things that I believe we know. We are not going to waste too much time on them, you know. A courier, a professional courier is licensed and understands basic traffic rules. License in the sense that it has a driver license. You cannot put your courier as a service provider on the road without the license. The driver is licensed, the courier is licensed, and also the bike and the vehicles are licensed. And they are trained to understand basic traffic rules. You don't go around committing traffic offenses. Because once you do that, in those days, you know, when I in UPS or in Courier Plus or other places where I work, once you commit a traffic offense and you are billed, the company will pay, but you are going to be surcharged. Your salary will be affected because we have trained you. We take time to train our drivers and our bikers. So if you commit a traffic offense and the company pays, the company will pay, but your salary will be affected. It will be deducted from your salary, maybe once or twice or thrice, depending on how heavy the fee is. So you are licensed because you are not representing yourself as a courier. You are representing the organization that employs you. So as a courier or a dispatch rider in UPS, and you are wearing the UPS brown with the logo, you are no longer representing yourself. You are representing the company. because you are branded already. Your bike is already branded. Your helmet is branded. Your box is branded. So everybody sees you not as yourself, but as a representative of the company that employs you. That's why you have to be licensed, and then you must obey basic, understand, not just obey, but understand basic traffic rules. Number two, understand the basic defensive driving techniques. The defensive driving techniques is a technique that says that you must always defend yourself when you are on the road. You must always defend. Defending yourself doesn't mean that because you are wearing a helmet, go and start boxing everybody on the road. Go and start fighting people on the road. Defensive driving simply states that every other person on the road that is driving is a mad fellow. You are the only one that is not mad. And that every minute there is an accident waiting to happen. At every minute there is an accident waiting to happen. And you are the only one that is normal on the road. The other guy is driving the fellow in the opposite direction is a madman coming to kill you. So all you are doing while you are on the steering is to defend yourself from the accident that is waiting to happen. There are several ways. When you get to transportation, I will tell you all of the techniques of defensive driving. I'm sure you know some of them. Use your horn, not to disturb, but to get the other fellow to know that you are coming, that you are here. Use your wind mirror, both the side mirror and the rear mirror. Keep to the right. These are all the techniques. These are some of the techniques of defensive driving, which we are going to talk about under transportation. To understand the basics of defensive driving, know that you are the only normal person on the road. The other people on the road, they are mad and they are waiting to cause accident. So you are driving to prevent yourself from having accident. Number three, you must have the knowledge of your route and your loop area. It is not professional for a courier to start parking on the road and asking people. I'm looking at number 13. I'm looking for number 13. I'm looking for number 15.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, that the number 2, I didn't get that explanation through that understanding the basic and defensive driving. No, I didn't understand the.
Who is talking, please? Albert, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there anyone in the class who understands? Let me know if I'm the one that didn't explain well. Is there anyone who understands, who have an idea of what I said?
I think you did, but my network was giving me issue then. I was not.
Oh yeah, it's still okay. You can help out, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I can.
Okay, what to tell us is the courier should be able to have the knowledge of the route and the exact area or location he or she is going to.
No. You are talking about the third one. He's asking question on the second one. Understand the basic defensive driving technique.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, the basic defense of driving is, you said you should be able to, that it is not wearing helmet to defend himself, that maybe he should be fighting on the road, but like the word you used, you said those other drivers on the road, they are willing to, like, maybe trying to kill him, so he should be able to know where to, he should not, like, he should prepare himself that to defend, that there are some techniques where when we get to transportation, you explain the technique for us that he will use.
The only thing part I had from that side is that the only part I had is when you said the person should only understand that you are the only normal human being.
Yes, on the road
when you are driving.
The others are
not. You yourself as the only normal human being that you are driving to before the network started breaking or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to take all these details because your question may be, no, we are not training you to be able to answer questions. We are training you to be professionals. But of course, you must write an exam. In your exam, you could be, can you describe the basic tenets of defensive driving? You could be asked.
Okay.
So understand the defensive driving means you are defending yourself from potential accidents on the road. Anytime you are a courier, you're on the bike or you are driving, you must learn to defend yourself from accidents on the road. Okay, this stems from the fact that we believe every other person on the road is an accident waiting to happen. That truck driver coming from you, that Dangote truck coming up in your opposite direction, that other guy driving bike, that Okada man speeding is a madman. He can come and kill you. Okay? So you are the only normal person on the road as far as you are concerned. And so all you are doing while you are on your bike or your vehicle is to defend yourself from that man that is coming to kill you or cause you accident. So that is defensive driving. You are defending yourself from accident. That is defensive driving. And there are several techniques of doing that. It's just the techniques that I said I will teach later under transportation. There are so many techniques. All right?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Understood, sir. Understood,
All
sir.
right.
Thank you.
So the third one is you must have the knowledge of the route and the loop area. Your route as a courier is the area covered, the area that you cover when you are delivering. You must know it. Okay, wherever I have worked, we always buy maps, paper maps in booklet. Lagos map, Abuja map, Port Harcourt map, we buy it in bulk from CMS, you know CMS bus stop. I mean, CMS bookshop, that's why I normally go to buy them then, you know. We buy in bulk, keep in our store. And so as we are employing you as a courier, we are giving it to you. So you must know your area that you are delivering, your loop area or your route. You must know everywhere because it's not only 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day. For the rest of your time that you are spending, but that is the area you are going to be there. You have been there for 2 years. It is only in rare occasion that will change you to another place. If the person resigns or is transferred out of town, we cannot change your route. So you are familiar. You know virtually everywhere you have been delivering every day for 2 years. So you must have knowledge of your route. If you hold a package now, say number 15, Anima Sham Street, Surulere, you already know the place. Because you have been passing there for 2 years, you know. So you must have knowledge of your route. It's unprofessional for a courier to now drive and pack his load bike and start looking for number 15 and spending 1 hour or 30 minutes. You have defeated because your delivery time is already specified. If you shoot beyond your delivery time, you can't achieve all your deliveries for that day, and that's failure. You get to know more when you get to parameters for measuring success. Because if you take 50 packages out and you couldn't deliver 25 and you return 25 back to them that I couldn't get the address, you are already a failure. So you must have knowledge of your route. And if you are assigning you to a new route, for 2 weeks, we will send somebody who is knowledgeable about that route to go and do the job, and you are going to be following him for 2 weeks. 2 of you. There is somebody who knows all routes. We call that person zonal leader or route leader or area leader, whatever name you choose. That person knows all routes. It's all the time. Most of the time is the most senior person who knows all routes. So if he newly employs somebody, he will do that route for 2 weeks at the minimum, and the new person will be following him for 2 weeks until he's well grounded, and then we set him free to go and start covering his own route. So you must know your route very well. These days we don't carry paper map. Your maps are on your phone. The next one is manage your working tools as per specified methods. As a courier, the company is not turning you to a mechanic, but you must know a few things about your working tool, your bike. At least you should know when your bike is talking to you that is doing overheating. You should know when you need to top the water. You should know when you need to gauge your tire. You should know when to top up your fuel. You should know all those small things The company will teach you. So you must know how to manage your work. Not your bike, there are some other tools that you use, like your diet, delivery information acquisition device, or your HHDC, handheld data capture. All of those things, you must know how to use them. Then you must be accountable for cash transactions, because in some cases, you may have to collect money. We call that cash on delivery or collect on delivery. That is, it is after you have delivered that the person will pay you. Okay, we do that for Jumia, for Konga, severally. So when you deliver, so you must be accountable. The moment you come back to the hub, you must quickly go and pay the cash to the cashier. You must not take cash home. Cash must not sleep with you. You must be accountable for all cash transactions. Then you must have an excellent knowledge of your product. Anybody can call you on the road. Your product is services that your company provide. Okay, whether you do expedited, whether you do express, whether you do same day, whether you do next day, whether you do 24 hours, whether you do 72-hour delivery, you must know all that. They can call you and say, hey, sir, do you, I want to send a package to Akwa Ibom. Please, how much will it cost me? You will not have the actual amount. You can say, okay, it will cost you between so and so. But you can go to our express center in so office and go and find out. So you must have an excellent knowledge of your product or your services that your company is rendering. Next slide. Okay. You must understand the elements and rubrics of route planning. Okay, we are going to talk about route planning later on. Route
please,
planning.
we are unable to see the slide.
Pardon?
Sorry for. I said we are unable to see the slide. The slide is not showing again.
That is what I'm about saying.
Is Emmanuel there?
Hi, Emma.
Okay, we can continue because I don't want to talk because our time is already. We're supposed to have stopped at okay, it's actually 12. Okay, we are stopping at 12. So let's fire on.
Sorry, my network took me out.
Emmanuel.
Yes, sir, my network took me out. Sorry, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
all right.
Let me quickly share this slide. You can continue, sir.
All right. So I was actually telling them we can do the class without slides.
Okay.
We can have, because they are still going to have the slide, and I don't know how many lecturers in UNILAG is using slides to teach their students.
It's helping a lot. It's helping a lot.
You are going to get a certificate, a UNILAG certificate. So lecturers in UNILAG will not do you slide at all. They just talk, But I'm sure you are enjoying this benefit.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it. It's helping a lot.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. We are on slide 2. That's where we are now. Good. Understand the elements and rubrics of route planning. Okay, you must be able to plan your routes as a courier. Before you leave the office, you must be able to arrange your packages in order of delivery in your box. The one you will first of all deliver at the place nearer to your office. That's the one that should be on top. Then the one that you're going to deliver last should be below. It is unprofessional for a courier to get to a place and then you are scattering all the papers in your box, all the letters in your box to go and look for what you are delivering. It's unprofessional. In the office before you leave, you must have arranged everything. We are going to talk more about this next week under delivery. I don't want to go too deep into that. It's under the delivery processes. So you must arrange and know, okay, when I deliver at Animal Show, the next place I'm going to is a Stadium Road. The next place I'm going to, you must have planned that in your mind. You must have a mental picture of how you are going to plan, how you are going to run your delivery. That is what is called route planning. Then you must possess basic educational requirements and personal ambition. As a courier, okay, you must have a minimum of a school cert. You could be a degree holder. We have degree holders that are driving bike. Okay? And it is your personal ambition and success at your current job that will determine where you can be. In UPS, I always like to tell people that Mike Exkin, who was one time a CEO of UPS worldwide, started as a driver, and became the CEO of UPS Worldwide, supervising 250 countries in the world. And under my supervision also, I have had people transform to drivers, to center managers. Under my supervision, I have people like that. I've developed, I grew them. I've been mentioning names of people who grew from me as drivers and became managers of centers. And are running courier companies very well. So your ambition and your qualification, as well as your success at your current job, will take you to wherever level you want to be. So you must possess. We always encourage our people to go on study. Do your study, and company will always pay you out of what you spent on educating yourself while you are at work. And during your exams, company will give you leave to do your exams. So if you are an employer or you want to get engaged as a courier, you must possess basic educational qualification. Then make deliberate effort to communicate well. They always say communication is not complete until the person you are communicating with has understood you. It's not complete. Like the person that was shouting at me now, the driver that was shouting at me, he wasn't communicating because he didn't get a feedback from me. No response from me. So when you are communicating, there will be a response from the person you are speaking to that he actually understands what you are saying. So a courier, a professional, must be able to communicate well and make effort to do that. Hello, good morning, sir.
This 52. That 52.
Somebody is disturbing us there. Okay, the next one is committed to providing credible information to clients. Okay, you should be able to provide credible information to clients. When clients call
Mr. Mr. Are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but we're at some point about 30 seconds ago, we couldn't hear you.
Oh, sorry. But you can hear me now. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you clearly, sir.
Good. So let me proceed. You must be committed to providing credible information to clients. If clients call you, sir, I sent a package to Calabar yesterday, and up till now, it has not been delivered, and it's a next day delivery. As a courier, even though you are not the one going to Calabar, you just came to deliver somewhere and the person saw you, you'll be able to tell the fellow what is probably the issue with the package. Oh, sorry, the package that you sent yesterday to Calabar will not be delivered until 3 p.m. or until 4 p.m. because the person might be expecting that the package will have been there by 8 a.m. No, can't get there by 8 a.m. The vehicle to Calabar will pass through Benin. It will get to Benin around 3 a.m. or 1 a.m. sorry, and then it will leave Benin by 2 a.m. going to the east and going to Calabar. It will pass through Owerri, so Onitsha, Owerri, and then like that, going to Uyo, then from Uyo to Calabar. So the person should know that you cannot get a package delivered in Calabar at 8 a.m. the following day. The earliest will be around 3 p.m. So you should be able to provide credible information because you know the time in transit to covering other locations. But if it is Abuja, I sent a packet to Abuja yesterday, and this is around 1 p.m. It has not been delivered. There must be an issue because every package sent from Lagos to Abuja must be in Abuja by 8 a.m. As you are waking up in your office, the courier is delivering to you because the vehicle that left here arrived Benin at 1 a.m. and you leave Benin at 1:30 or 2 and do 7 hours to Abuja and arrive Abuja around 7 or 7:30. Okay, my calculation may not be wrong. Sorry, may not be absolutely correct, but thereabout. So by 8:39, the courier who picks it from the office will have gone to your office. So that's the calculation. So you will be able to provide credible information. There's something called time in transit in courier. The time is coming that we're going to talk about it. That is the time that the package will spend on the road before getting delivered in all locations all over the world. All locations. There is a time in transit for every package. Then also next is a possess unquestionable integrity. You must possess unquestionable integrity. On no occasion should your company give you a package and then you sit under one tree and you are tearing the paper to know what is inside. We have cases of courier who steal things, even though we don't send cash. That is against courier operation. You don't send cash. You don't collect cash from you to go and deliver because it is tempting. Anybody can collect the money and steal it. But when you are handling cash as a courier for the company, you must render the cash to the cashier. You must render so you must be of integrity. And whatever is handed over to you, you must handle it with care. Okay? I've had cases of couriers, drivers who have proven not to be of integrity. Several cases, you know. I always like to mention the case of a driver who picked up our truck from who went from here to deliver something.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Emma, the flyer is not showing anymore, please.
But I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the slide here.
I don't know why it's not showing over here.
Who else can see the slide?
I can see the slide, but not the current slide is.
It's not the current page actually. You have moved to the next slide, but we are still in the previous slide.
I can't see at all. Emma, please assist.
This is where we are.
Thank you, sir.
Albert, I think you have a local problem there because I can see it here.
Okay, yeah, I'm there now. I can see. Thank you.
Okay, so we are on the last point there. Possess unquestionable integrity. I was talking about a courier, someone who took our vehicle to go deliver things, you know, in Port Harcourt, and on his way coming, he has forgotten that I have a tracker in my office, a screen where I know what is happening. And when he's moving on the road, I can see him going and monitoring. I have a tracking officer who is always tracking and monitoring and giving details on my phone. I can see vehicles nationwide. As the head of operation, when I was in Courier Plus, I could trace every vehicle because we installed trackers. The guy went to Benin and went to the forest there and loaded. He went with a 30-ton trailer. He went and loaded timber in a truck. So when he veered off the major road, the tracking officer told me that they can no longer see so that he has veered off the major road. And he spent close to 3 hours. So it was at that point, we couldn't trace him at that point. So it was at that point that they began to load timber. And then eventually he came back to the office. And then he has cleaned the vehicle, he has washed it. You can't even see that anything happened. So we now started asking questions upon questions upon question upon question. He has forgotten that we have offices everywhere. We have called the manager in Benin. Okay, so and so person, we have asked him, he's on his way. Try and trace where he is now. So they couldn't find him. But when he got to the office, he started, nothing happened. He has cleared it. So eventually, we found out that he actually loaded timber and he came to somewhere in Shagamu to go and deliver before coming to Lagos. You know, so people like that, we somebody dismiss them. And if anything has to be paid, we hold their guarantor. You know, so move on to the next slide on basic qualification. Presentable and well-dressed. You have to be presentable and well-dressed. You know, courier companies have uniforms, okay? And you must always wear the uniform. Everywhere I have been, because of what I learned from UPS, where I worked for several years, I always implement clean shaven. You can't wear beard to work in UPS. No, you have to clean your beard. For those who love to to wear beard. The moment they come for interview, we will let them know. Sorry, it's a policy here that our couriers are clean shaven. You cannot wear beard. Okay, and you cannot wear all these different kind of hairstyles. No. Okay, of course, you must wear your bike and we have a headdress. We have shoes and the rest that's going to be deployed to you. So well presented and well dressed. Then you must be punctual and business-like. You must resume to work and take off on time, deliver your packages, and come back. Business-like means you do the job as a courier. Even if you see a friend of your secondary school or primary school on the road, you cannot park your bike and start discussing. And 1 hour, 2 hours, I say, let's meet at that beer park, let's go and talk. We will see it. Not that we are monitoring, but we'll see by the time you return, and you are returning half of the package that you took out, we'll know something is wrong. Because we have been monitoring the performance of that route for years. It's on my desk. We know that this time last year, this route delivered so number of packages. Yesterday, this route delivered so number of packages. So if you come back and you achieve less, you answer query. So you have to be business-like, agile, quick, deliver your package. In actual fact, at every stop where you go to deliver or pick up, you must not spend more than 3 minutes. That is our plan. That's our strategy. Anywhere a courier goes to deliver a package, he must not spend more than 3 minutes. That's what we always train them to do. Just pack your bike, go and deliver, then come back. No storytelling. No carry this load, carry that load. Even if you are a driver and you have to go and carry load, we will send someone ahead of you to go and gather those loads together. We call them inside couriers. They will go to the office, gather the loads together. So that by the time you are arriving, you come with your loader, then we'll load you on time, and then you go. But to be saying, go to 3rd floor, go and pick another one. Go to 2nd floor, go and pick another one. You don't do that. Everything is well planned. So, and finally, provide sales lead to the account executives covering your route. You must be able to provide sales lead. Anywhere you go to pick or you deliver a package, and they have packages that they are not picking, and you see another company picking up there, you come back and tell your people in the office, this place, so this company, I went to deliver, I saw so company, they are picking packages there, but they are not giving to us. Why? It is not his job to go and start negotiating with them. No. He will tell the salesperson, the salesperson will now go there and negotiate the business. And they can tell you, your prices are too high now. That's why we are not giving it to you. Okay, we are going to reduce it for you. So they always provide sales lead to sales executives. All right, let's move on to the next. I hope you are noting your questions down. I don't want there to be a delay. That's why I'm not asking you to ask your questions now. You can write your questions down. We can always go back to wherever the question is. So what are the models of courier service, operational models of courier services? There are 3 basic models. And you will see the pictures in the subsequent slides. 3 models. Number 1 is hub and spoke model, otherwise known as the hub and spoke system. The second one is the point-to-point model, that is the direct system. And finally, the hybrid model, which is called the hybrid system. The hub and spoke model is fashioned after the bicycle wheel or the bike wheel. I'm sure we have seen a bicycle wheel before. In a bicycle wheel, at the very center, you have something that is called a hub. That's the picture of a hub in the middle. You can scroll to the next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide. Can you hear me, please?
Mr. Ima? Mr. Ima?
Yeah, I just want them to look at this picture.
I can hear.
This is the picture of a hub and spoke model. You can see that thing in the center is called a hub. And from the hub, you can see several spokes going in different directions. Several spokes going in different directions. So the hub and spoke model of courier operation is modeled after this. So we can go back now to the previous slide. Let's go back to the previous slide. Now, so for the hub and spoke model, you have a central hub where all packages come to. All packages coming from everywhere will come to that hub. And then from that hub, they are redistributed to different places. In UPS, our central hub is in Gbagada. All packages from everywhere come to Gbagada. Inside Gbagada, it is sorted into different locations. And then it is sorted to VI, Apapa, Ikeja, Lagos Island, VI, Apapa, Ikeja, Lagos Island, VI. So people, different couriers now pick their own up and start going to those locations. That is called hub and spoke model. We always use this for scheduled delivery operations. Delivery that are already scheduled. You already know that you are delivering there. So tomorrow you go and deliver it, but it is sorted. So with the hub and spoke model, you have to receive the package, tally the package, sort the package, and bag the package before delivery. I'm sure we still understand it because I've mentioned them before. Receiving, tallying, sorting, bagging. We are still going to talk more about them next week. Receiving is when package comes to the office and you receive them. Somebody, the hub officer, will stay and receive the volume from the driver that brought them. That's receiving. Then the hub will go ahead and do the tallying. What is tallying? At the origin where the items are coming from, there is something called the manifest. The manifest is sent via email even before the packages arrive with the van. So you already know the list of packages that are coming. And so the moment the vehicle arrives, it starts tallying. Package number 1 with tracking number, he will see it, he will tick it. Package number 2, he will see it, he tick it. Number 3, he will look at it, identify it, and tick it. Anyone that is on the manifest that did not arrive with the vehicle will be noted. And then we will now communicate to the origin center that, okay, this package is manifest, we did not see it. So maybe you forgot to put it in the vehicle, or maybe somebody removed it from the vehicle. Okay, so that process is called tallying. Then there is sorting, where you sort package to different locations where they are going, or to different routes. Then bagging, putting them in the bag or in your box for delivery. Then this one is also good for efficient. It's efficient for large-scale operations. So let's go 3 slides front to look at the hub and spoke model. 3 slides. Good. That is the hub and spoke model. What the building you see in the center is the hub. And then from the hub, packages come into the hub. Sorry, from elsewhere, packages come into the hub. And inside the hub, packages are sorted to other locations where they are going to, and then we dispatch drivers or bikers to go deliver in several locations. That is the hub and spoke model of courier operation. Now let's move on back. Let's move back to this first slide. Let's move back 3 slides. Good. Then the another model is the point-to-point model. This one is direct system. You don't bring any package to the hub here. It's direct delivery from sender to receiver. Most times, on-demand or on-call pickup fall into this category. Truckload or third-party logistics also fall into this category. It is faster and small volumes are involved. What do you mean by sender to receiver? That is, you go and pick from the sender. Right from there, you go and deliver it to the receiver. You don't bring anything to the hub. Nothing comes to the hub. But under this model, you have to be careful that you are getting money, because under the hub and spoke model, when the package comes to the hub, it is recorded in the hub. You know that these packages enter your hub before they go out, so you cannot lose revenue on them. But on point-to-point model, Somebody goes to pick from somewhere and go to, what if he doesn't come back to the office to tell you that he picks? You can lose revenue there. But there are ways to manage all that. So most time when customers call, that's what they call on demand or on call pickup. They call you, hello, is that UPS? Please, I need someone to come and pick a package from my house here at Oshodi and go and deliver it for me at Lekki. That kind of package, you don't bring it to the office. You send the courier immediately to go to Oshodi to go and pick. And from Oshodi, he goes to deliver. That is called point-to-point model. It doesn't involve hub here. Or truckload. Maybe Techno has 50 cartons of phones to take to Enugu. 50 cartons, and they call you. Hello, is that UPS? Please, I want you to deliver 50 cartons of phones for me in Enugu. And then you sent a 3.0 truck, 3.0 tons of truck to go and load the 50 cartons. So when you send the truck just goes straight to the customer premises, load, and then go straight to go and deliver in Enugu. A truckload doesn't need to come to the office because there is nothing you are doing. You are not sorting to go to another location. It's the same location that they are all going. So when you have a truckload of packages going to the same location, the same customer, you don't need to bring them to the office. You can just pick. So when you do that, you are doing point-to-point model. You are going to see the picture later on. And then finally, is a hybrid model. Hybrid model is the combination of hub and spoke and point-to-point. When you are combining the two, and that is what most courier companies do. You do direct delivery, and then you also do hub and spoke. Okay, when there is scheduled delivery, you sort in the hub, and then you dispatch. And when there is need for you to do on-demand delivery or on-call pickup delivery, you do it as well. That is hybrid. Let's just move 4 slides to see the picture. 4 slides to see the picture. Good. No, that is it. No, the next one. That is the hybrid model of courier service. To your left, you see the scheduled delivery. Okay, that courier service is your company. You do scheduled delivery. That is a delivery that is already scheduled. That you are not delivering today, is tomorrow. So you sort it in the hub. Okay, truck will bring the load into your office or your hub. You sort it. The ones that are going to K2, you give it to the courier that is going to K2. The ones that are going to Yanopaja, separate them. And then the following day, the courier comes in, load his vehicle or his bike, and then go to deliver. That is scheduled delivery. That is hub and spoke. While the second one is the on-demand, where you receive a call to go and pick and deliver. So when you combine both, you have the hybrid model of courier service. Next slide. Performance metrics in courier operation. That's where we are now. So under this, you will know how to rate your couriers or to measure the productivity of your courier or the profitability of your business. And it is very important for us to understand. So when your couriers are doing well, you know. When they are not doing well and you need to correct them, you know. When they are dragging your company back, you know. When you are losing money, you know. You don't wait until the end of the year that you have discovered that you have failed. So if courier operators can abide by these metrics, they won't run their courier business at a loss. Number one is on-time delivery rate. For on-time delivery rate, you are checking the percentage of packages delivered within a time frame. You must start with that. That's why I said you must be business-like, no struggling, no dulling, no wasting of time. The moment you pick your package from the hub and you leave the hub at 8 a.m., We expect you back in the office at 5 p.m. And whatever you took out for that day, it could be 50 packages, could be 20, could be 30, depending on your area, the area you are covering. You must achieve 100% delivery. On no account should you come back to the office with a package, except you have an acceptable exception. An acceptable exception is an exception that states where you cannot deliver. And we always guide against it, because even before you leave the hub, you already called all the people you are going to deliver to. Hello, Mr. So-and-so. I'm coming to your office to deliver so-and-so to you. And I'll be there before 5 p.m. So the person is already waiting. So the question of when I got there, I didn't find the person. We'll not call. Before we'll give you money to call. You call before going. If the person say, sorry, I'm not at work today, but I will be at work tomorrow. Please come tomorrow. You don't take that package out. You leave it in the hub. Because if you take it out and you come back with it, it's already a failure. We call it delivery failure. So any package you take out and you did not deliver it and you bring it back, no matter how genuine the reason is, it's already a delivery failure. So if you have a courier that is recording delivery failures 5%, 10% every day, you call into question. What's your problem? I have your record here. You have been returning 5 packages every day. What's your problem? Is it that you cannot do this job? Put him on his toes, because he's earning salary. He's well paid for his job. That is why we said when you are delivering as a courier, you must not spend beyond 3 minutes. When you spend 3 minutes, beyond 3 minutes, and offices have closed and you can no longer deliver, and you bring the package into the office, you are going to be surcharged. It's either we change your route, or we bench you, or we sack you. So on-time delivery is key. What about delivery accuracy? That is delivering without error. It is expected that whatever package you take out, you must deliver them without any. You cannot go and take Mr. A's package and deliver to Mr. B. You deliver Mr. B's package to a wrong address, because you already called from the office. Hello, Mr. So-so, me so-so. I'm coming to deliver your package at number 15, Animation Street, Surulere. If the person says, oh, sorry, I've relocated, I am now in number so, that package cannot go out that day. Because one rule of courier operation is that you must deliver to the address written on the package. Where the person says, no, I'm actually in so, come and deliver to me there, that package cannot be delivered that day. The consignor that sent the package will have to get back to us to change the address. The two of them, you have to call the consignor. Oh, you have changed your address. Okay, I will tell the company, because we cannot go and deliver at the wrong place. So we'll keep that package in the office until the address is corrected. It's not our fault. We'll not go and deliver at the new address. But when you are telling us, sorry, I'm now in so, I used to be in Surulere, I'm now in Yanapaja, come and deliver it to me there. No way. That package will not leave the hub that day. Because if you go and deliver in the wrong address, you are going to be queried. That's a delivery error. That is why courier addresses are not PO box. You can't deliver to PO box. It has to be deliverable addresses. And when you cannot trace that address, don't take that package out. Leave it until the wrong address is resolved. But you say, I thought I know the place, I took it out, and but eventually I didn't get it. It's going to count against you, because it's on record. The system has recorded I took it out, and you brought it back undelivered. It's a minus. So any package that you know you can't deliver, leave it with the hub. They will sort it out and give it to you the next day to go and deliver. So there must deliver. Don't go and deliver at wrong address. Don't go and deliver at PO box address. It's a PO box. I didn't check it before leaving, so I thought that's an excuse. It's not done. Next slide. Delivery time variance. Next slide. Good. Time variance is the difference in time between the actual delivery time and the estimated delivery time. We have been doing this business for long. For example, UPS is over 100 years old. Over 100. I was still in UPS, I think around 2018. The UPS did its centennial anniversary, 100 years. So it should be close to how many years now, you know? I mean, no, around 2008, sorry. Because I left UPS 2009, and I now came back again. Okay? So, 100 years. So we have been doing this job for long. So we know what's time to deliver at specific areas. There is a department in courier operation called industrial engineering. They are the ones that do that. They go to the field to measure time, to do this, to do that, and they come back to come and train operatives. This is the time that you are supposed to deliver this package. So if the estimated time does not match the actual time, then there is a variance. If the actual time is more than the estimated time, that is delivery inefficiency. And then it's either we know that you have a problem, maybe your bike breaks down on the road, or you use your bike to do Okada to make money, or you do something else. You are closely monitored. So if a courier is constantly doing that, reporting variance at delivery time, that is a sign that you need to change that courier. It's a performance indicator. And these indicators are the ones that we are going to use to promote you as a courier. If you have a courier that is always reporting positive, before you long, it becomes a zonal leader. It goes up and the salary increases. Then we have customer satisfaction score. That is how customers rate you. You won't know when the industrial engineering people will contact the customer, because we have a list of places that we have been delivering. We know. We have their numbers. We have their names. We have their addresses. All we need to do is put a call through to them to ask. And you won't know that somebody is already asking about you. If you say, that guy, I can do, very unrespectful. And we have that from 3, 4, 5 people. You are in trouble as a courier. Because whatever feedback we get from customers will provide insight into your service and the quality that you are rendering, or the quality service that you are rendering. Next one is pickup success rate. That is, because apart from delivery, you also pick up as a courier. We have 2 types of pickup. It's not written here, but note it. We have 2 types of pickup. There is on-call pickup or on-demand pickup, and there is scheduled pickup. Every courier has a list called pickup list, where they must pick up every day. For example, for Mr. Kayode, who covers Akmomo area, he has a pickup list for Monday. He has a pickup list for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I know that he's going to be operation on Saturday. He has a pickup list. It's not the same. He might go to Akmomo Zenny Bank to go and pick up on Monday. On Tuesday, there may not be any pickup there. It might be another place and they'll go pick up on Tuesday. So he has a list for each day. He has it on paper, and then he also has it on his mobile phone, on his delivery device. For every pickup scheduled, pickup must be achieved. If it is already written there that you must pick up from Zenny Bank on Monday at Akmomo, and you came back to the hub without any package from Zenny Bank in Akmomo, there's a query. That's missed pickup. Missed pickup attracts punishment, because on no occasion should a courier miss pickup, because every missed pickup is missed money. So you must ensure that all your scheduled pickups are completed and done that day. So where you miss pickup is going to count against you. It's going to be recorded. Because at every pickup, before you leave the hub, you call. Hello, Mr. David of Zenith Bank. I'll be coming to the office today because I have a scheduled pickup to make. If Mr. David say, oh, sorry, please, we don't have a package today. The package that you are supposed to pick, it will be tomorrow. Then you don't need to go there again. So if you go there and we see it in your trade that you still went there, the question will be, why didn't you call to confirm? Because it will show a missed pickup, because your dad is already showing that you must pick up from there. From the office, if you know that you are not picking up, the whole people will already know, and they will knock it off your schedule for that day. Are you there? Then the next one is average delivery time. That is your delivery time. The time for delivery from pickup to drop off. If you send a courier to go and pick up from somewhere, what time will it take for him to pick and deliver at the office? That is crucial as well. And because every time, I told you 3-4 things that you must take into in courier operation. Timeliness is part of them. So your delivery time is crucial. It's a KPI measure. Next slide. I want us to quickly finish so that we can have time for questions. Then 7, return rate. Return rate is returning packages that are not delivered. I've mentioned this before. So percentage deliveries returned due to failed attempt is a big issue. If you are unable to deliver due to wrong address, why didn't you resolve the wrong address before going? You must resolve it. Of course, you have been on your route for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So you know. If it's a wrong address, you know. If they say animal shelter is Surulere, you should know that there is no animal shelter in Surulere. For example, due to wrong sorting, a package that was meant to be delivered in Marina was sent to Mina. The person sorting it, because when you are in the hub and you are sending package to different locations into pigeonhole, you are in a hurry because you have so many packages to sort. But as a trained sorter, when you see a name, you know where to take it to. This package was addressed to somewhere in Marina, but the person sorting in the hub went and threw it to the unit for Mina. And so the packet, they gathered the package, they sent it to Mina. So the customer in Marina started calling, my package. We now started tracing until they call from Mina. They know that the package went to Mina and they returned it. So wrong sorting. We are going to talk about sorting next week. Part of the operation that you do in the courier, the thing that you do in the courier in the hub. Okay. So when you take a package and you return it, it's a failure. If you have a courier that is doing that repeatedly, his failure rate is high on return and it's going to be penalized. Then cost per delivery. What is the cost of your delivery? There are so many ways of measuring cost. Okay. Maintenance on your bike, your salary, fuel that you are consuming. We put everything together to determine what is costing you to deliver in your route. If every day we are giving you 8 liters of fuel, 8, because we have a fuel dump where you take fuel. We have somebody in charge who dispenses fuel. 8 liters, 8 liters, 8 liters every day. We calculate that for 1 month, plus your salary from the repair of your bike for that month. And then the package that you deliver, what revenue came out, we match the two together. If you are running your route at a loss, we'll do something about it. So see, that's a thing that courier businesses put together to be sure that they are running their business profitably. So let's move on to the next slide and draw a conclusion. Finally, oh, sorry. I still have, you can go to the next slide. There is a vehicle utilization rate. Vehicle utilization rate, can you go down? Go down. Yes. Vehicle utilization rate is the rate at which a particular vehicle is put to use. If you have a bike or a courier that is idle in the office, not going out, that vehicle is not properly utilized. It's not optimally utilized. It's a vehicle that's supposed to be on the road. On no account should you come to our hub of a courier company and you are seeing their vehicle parked. That means they don't have business. So if your vehicles are idle, your bikes are idle, that means your vehicle utilization rate is low and it will count on your profitability at the end of the day. Finally, employee productivity. How productive is an employee in terms of effectiveness, efficiency, accuracy? All of these things are put together to determine the productivity of an employee. And when employees are doing well, you blow it for them, you appreciate them by increasing their salary, by giving them on-the-spot award, okay, by celebrating them. We have there's something that we normally do, you know, that we will play the picture of the best performing courier at the reception for everybody to see, or at the reception for everybody to see, just to motivate them and make them do their job. Finally, we can't see the slide again, no. Emmanuel? Hello, Emmanuel.
Emma, we are not seeing it anymore.
Yeah. Okay, we have come to the end of the class, actually. All you have there is study questions. So that you can know your assignment. This is the first time I will be giving assignments. You know, this is academic.
Sir,
so
please,
yes.
Sir, my network went off when the pickup success rate. So I didn't get the explanation under that, but I can still check. I don't know. But and that number 8 too, after delivery too. I didn't get the other points after.
Okay, you're asking questions now. You want more explanation on pickup success rate and which one?
Then the number 8.
What is number 8 now?
I don't know the points for number 8. That's it.
If you know it now, are you not jotting down?
I said my network went off then.
Okay, so
was about writing number 5.
Oh, okay, no problem. I will. Let's wait for our slide to come back.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, let's wait for our slide. Emmanuel, are you there? Any question from Albert so that I can take it up together?
Sir, yes. The key performance, that place, I try. The network was disturbing me. I was trying to ask questions, but the flyer was not showing. So
which of them now?
Once you appear, I can proceed in asking the question.
Which one of them? Because I have 10. I can't be going over all the 10 key performance now.
It's not 10. There is one particular one when you were explaining it. The thing was
which one?
The network. I think
which
like
one now?
7
because Bolu Tife mentioned pick-up success rate and cost per delivery. So which one is your own?
So that is what I'm trying to say. That when military enter that queue performance, you explained from number 1 to number 6.
Is it the first one?
Yes.
Okay, the first one. On-time
delivery.
On-time delivery rate.
Yes.
Sir, I have a question.
Okay, go on.
Okay, when you are explaining this basic quality of a courier. Yes. You said manage is working tools as per specified method. That's number 4. Is it number 4? I want to check here. I want to check my
basic quality of a courier, right?
What do you say?
You said basic quality of a courier.
Yes, basic quality of a courier.
Number 4, managing your working tools.
You talked about HADC, and then the other one get the meaning of HADC than the other abbreviation you called.
Bolutife, you were in the last class. I mentioned it in the last class. I even mentioned it in the first class, even though you were not in the first class.
I will go and check.
No, I will mention it now. Now,
Okay.
let me start with you. What part of the working tools of a courier are HHDC. HHDC means handheld data capture. Handheld data capture. That is an equipment you hold in your hand to capture data, whether you are picking up or you are delivering a package. We don't carry paper around these days. We carry a diode, an HDC, handheld data capture. Okay? When you take it there, that is where the person receiving the package will sign on. And then the moment he signs on, you remember I mentioned it last week. I said, well, the moment you sign on, it has a SIM. You press it and it uploads to the mainframe and you can start tracking immediately. Remember what you said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. So that is HADC, handheld data capture. And diode is an example of an HADC. There are different types of HADC, different types. But diode is a particular one that I was trained to deploy. I mentioned it last week that I was sent to Germany in UPS to train, to get trained. I come and train our couriers here in Nigeria. Diode is delivery information acquisition device. DIAD. DIAD. Delivery information acquisition device. Any device that helps you to deliver, an electronic device. I'll show you pictures. And even if you go where you can see, just type diode, you will see pictures. Okay, they're like mobile phone, but these days, we use mobile phone to deliver now. You just install the company's app onto your phone and use. So, phone is an example of a diode. Your mobile phone is an example of a diode. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Very clear.
Then on-time delivery under key performance indicators. On-time delivery actually means the right time for completing your delivery. The right time. If you are given a package, you are expected to deliver it at a particular time. Because the delivery time of a package is also written in the diode. Because when the owner is tracking, he will know that, okay, my package that I sent to Lokoja was delivered at 3 p.m. on Friday. If that package was delivered at 5 p.m., you are not the one that will enter the time. The diode already has the time that you are delivering it. So you cannot tamper with it. But when you deliver and you press it and the person receives and signs, it's going to the mainframe immediately. And so we will know. And then the question will be, what time did you deliver this package? You deliver it at 3 p.m. when it's supposed to be delivered at 8 a.m. Or when a package is supposed to be delivered on Monday in the evening and you achieve delivery on Tuesday morning, you have failed in time delivery. So all of these are collated and used to measure your performance as a courier. And we also use it to measure our own performance as a courier company to know whether we are doing well. That's on-time delivery. The next one is cost per delivery. Cost per delivery refers to what it costs you to deliver. Every courier company must know this. You can't know it as a courier yourself. You cannot know it. It's the office, the company that will know it. Because it's the company that will determine all the parameters for measuring cost per delivery. And in measuring cost per delivery, you will check your salary, the cost of fueling you, putting fuel on your bike or your vehicle, the cost of your transportation if you are a worker or a food courier, the cost of repairing your bike, So this one, we know every month, because you know the number of fuel that we give you, the quantity of fuel that we give you, all the time you go out. So we put all of this together. If you change your piston, pump your tire, change your headlights, all of these costs are calculated against you, against your name. And so at the end of the month, we put all of these costs spent on you to go and deliver for a month. We put them together. And then we take the total number of packages that you deliver and the revenue that we get from those packages that you went to deliver. We now slash the cost against the revenue. So if the cost is more than the revenue, then your cost per delivery is high. But if your revenue is more than your cost, then your cost per delivery is low. And so this will help us to determine whether we are running the company profitably, whether your route is profitable or an unprofitable route. When we have done that for 3 months for a route that you are covering, and we are constantly having a higher cost of delivery for that route, the company will take a decision to do something about that route. We can abandon the route and say we are no longer going to that area because we are running a company and we just make money. Or we can say, okay, for that route, we are going to subcontract it to another person because we have a lot of subcontractors. It's not all the routes that you see couriers employed by the company covering. Some of them are contractors. They only wear uniform. The bike is their own. So they are the one that own the bike, maintain the bike, fuel the bike, who arrange how much it's going to cost them to deliver. We can subcontract so that the cost of running will not be on the company, but on the subcontractor. And the subcontractor doesn't need to go anywhere again. It's only that area that we contract him to. So he's making his money. So there are several ways you can run that to make sure that we are doing the profit. We are running the company profitably. But most companies don't do this now. They just put bike on the road and they are running. They are not considering the cost of delivery. And most times they run at a loss. That's why you see courier companies packing up because they have not done their homework very well. So that is cost per delivery. And I'm sure I've answered all the questions. Is there anyone?
Number 8, sir. Number 8.
That is cost per delivery.
No, I thought 7 is cost per delivery.
No, number 7 is return rate. I've mentioned that. Number 7 is return rate.
Okay.
I've discussed that. Number 7 is return rate.
Success rate. Return rate, cost per delivery. No, like I'm trying to get that. Number 5 is pick up success rate.
Yeah.
Number 6 is return rate.
No. Number 6 is average delivery time. Number 5 is pick up success rate. Number 6 is average delivery time.
Okay,
that is the time. Yeah, that is the time taken to complete your delivery. I've told you that if you are going to deliver in a particular place, how many minutes did I say you must deliver? How many minutes you spend at the delivery point?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. If you are doing more than 3 minutes, your average delivery time is high then. Then at the end of the day, you may not be able to achieve all your deliveries for that day. Maybe when you are leaving the hub, you took out 50 packages. And then you got to number 6, you deliver your lost long friend. And you started chatting. And you spend 10 minutes there. It will impact other deliveries. And at the end of the day, we'll know your average delivery time. Now, what we do is, you are supposed to spend 8 hours on the road. We call it on-road hour. 8 hours on the road. It's actually supposed to be 9, from 8 to 5. You are supposed to have 1 hour for lunch. So by the time you spend 8 hours on the road, and you took 50 packages out, we divide 50 by the number of hours. So the number of hours we have will be your average delivery time. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is it. Any other one?
So I'm sorry, I just want to know the number. So now we said 7 is return rate, 8 is cost per delivery, 9 is vehicle utilization rate.
Vehicle utilization rate.
Okay.
And 10 is employee productivity.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. So let's move on to the last slide. Emmanuel. It's already 12, but we have done 2 hours. So let's just talk about the study questions. If you study all these questions, read and study them, you will be a professional and a practitioner in the subject that we have discussed today. All of these questions were picked from various aspects. If you can answer them correctly, then you have understood the topic for today. So, but for your assignments, I'm just giving you, just answer number 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, 2, and 3. What is meant by courier operations? Describe the models of courier operations. And then number 3, with appropriate diagrams, describe the hub and spoke model of courier service operation. Okay, number 2 and 3 is the same. Number 2, you are describing the 3 models. But number 3, you are picking just one. Okay, so skip number 2. Skip number 2. Discuss answer number 1, number 3, and number 7. 1, 3, 7.
Sir, I can't see any question, sir. I can't see the question.
You cannot see the questions.
The screen has been. Yes.
But I can see the screen here. Oh. I'm seeing it.
Same here, I can see it as well.
Okay. Yes, it's just showing now.
But before, but later on, I'm sure the moderator, the coordinator will send you the slide. Number 1 is what is meant by courier operations. That's an assignment. Number 2,
okay,
with appropriate diagrams, describe the hub and spoke model of courier service operation. And then the third one is number 7. What are the performance metrics of courier service operations? So, assignment for to be submitted before the next class.
Sir, hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, you said you should skip number 2 or 3 or
number 2.
So yes, he said number 1.
You have 7 questions there.
Okay, number right? Is it number 1, 2, and 7? Or number 1, 3?
You have 7 questions there, right? 2. Wait now. You have 7 questions there. Study the 7 questions, but answer number 1, number 3, and number 7.
Number 1, number 3.
And number 7. Thank you, sir.
So that is 3 questions out of the 7, sir.
Yes, 3.
Okay, number 1, number 3, and number 7.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Let's call it a day or a week. We'll meet next week.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
you, sir.
All right. Emmanuel.
All right. Yes, sir.
Over to you.
Emma, all right, if you can share the flyers share. Let's go through it, Emma. Thank you.
Yes, I will send it to the platform. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. BC. Thank you very much.
The assignment. Don't send the assignment to the platform. Just send it because so that somebody will not copy you.
Okay.
So,
how are we going to commit it?
Pardon?
How are we going to
you can send it to my WhatsApp.
Okay.
Okay.
Send it to my WhatsApp and send it to Emmanuel's WhatsApp. Or if you send it to Emmanuel's WhatsApp, Emmanuel will send it to me. Anyhow.
All right.
But don't put it on the platform because if you put it on the platform, somebody else will copy your own.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. And on that note, we believe that today has been a wonderful day. And thank you, Mr. Albert. Thank you,